So unless we have something else, Carolyn.
We have a lot of homeless children in this county. They get to take showers over at the high schools. They have no place to live. And I don't know for what reason, I have no clue. But is there something we can do to put them in like that old hospital we have over there? I know, you know, in Coos Bay. I know that there's. Pardon me?
The old McCauley Hospital?
Yeah. I know it's probably run down and everything, but is there something like that that we could take and put these children in? They open up these homes for the older people, but the younger people don't have any place to go.
Well,
We need to look at that.
it is a problem, the homeless situation, particularly kids, how unstable is their living, that they can't cope with a normal school setting. But the county parks are allowing people to come and stay for an extended period of time. I forget what the limit is, might be 30 days, but at least there's some stability for a short time in their lives.
It's awfully cold.
What's that?
It's awfully cold and wet.
Right, but I'm saying this is a step from the County Parks Department, so I salute them, particularly Larry Robinson. I believe he initiated that and got the county's approval. Another problem similar to that is veterans. We supposedly have 9,000 veterans here, and I've been told there's more than that, and they're hiding in the woods and under the bridges and stuff like that because they're ashamed or embarrassed, and I would support more outreach for them. I also happen to be the parent of a special needs child who's now an adult but still operates at a child's level. So I have a special place in my heart for the disabled, physical, mental, whatever. And hopefully to make the county a better, more friendly, safer place for all of our citizens, especially those. Dan.
I want to, Karen would put two thoughts into my mind. The first one was, if we want to clean up the town, it'd be nice if we got rid of some of those abandoned or abandoned looking hotels. Those things make me want to grind my teeth when I drive past them, because who knows what's going on up there. Now, the other thing is, I teach at Destinations in the Harding Learning Center, where we're trying to put some stability into the lives of kids that have seen a lot of instability. And our job is not made easier because we in theory, we're being inspected by the state for attendance rate, graduation rate, and so forth. And when you're dealing with people who shift week to week, or who've never been to one school for more than 1 year, after several years, it's, I feel I'm in the ridiculous position of having a school for kids that are in a tight spot, or whose parents have put them in a tight spot. But if I let too many of them in, they're going to close, they might close the school down because our numbers are not good enough. And I keep thinking what we need is a school for these kids, so that we can just candidly say they're homeless. But I'm afraid that the state, the TSPC or the Department of Education is going to say, we don't care if they're homeless, they need to pass their reading and their writing and the math test, or you don't deserve to exist. So, and I don't know where to take that one. I probably shouldn't have even said, except that, the mention of the homeless kids just put it in my mind. But surely a humble wish like getting rid of those hotels could be granted.
Okay, it's going to take someone like you to go to Coos Bay City Hall or whatever city that's in. And there's a thing called public speaking time. You're limited, 3 minutes, 5 minutes, whatever. but a chance to say what's on your mind that's not on the agenda. If you really think this is an agenda kind of item, you should go to the city manager or somebody beforehand and try to get that on, so there could be more discussion. But just one person, one time, might not make a difference, but more than one, more than once, can and will make a difference. All politicians are going to have their ears open to what's happening, I'm sure. Anything else? If not, I just want to say thanks for coming.
Well, I got a couple words though to what he said though. I think it's interesting is, along with going and talking to him, put it in writing. You know, I worked in law enforcement all these years, and I will tell you, dealing with the courts and going through that, I've been responsible for training lots of young officers, and the first thing you hear out of me is, if you didn't write it down, it never happened. And as far as the courts and the way our government and the way our legislators said, there's a lot of truth in that. Because inevitably, if you call and say, well, we spoke or something, they go, I don't recall that. If you give it to them in written form when you talk to them about it, so here's the letter, you can always remind them, no, I handed you a copy of this letter on this time and this date. And it does, because it's now something tangible. It's not just something they heard, it's something tangible. And since you're a teacher, you know, a lot of people have to have that touch to make it an education experience. It's the same concept. And being involved, and the thing is you mentioned, being involved is important. And I will tell you, you know, I got to meet some of you for the first time, and we will meet again. I've known some of you for a while. We will meet again on different issues, and we will disagree. But the thing we also have to keep in mind, Thomas Jefferson, a difference of opinion is much different than a difference in principle. I think everybody in this room, and most of the people in this entire community, share the same principles. We have difference of opinions how to go about that. But that's the thing we need to remember is those are just difference of opinion, and we need to work together to make it better for all of us.
Victor Hugo's birthday is today, French author, and I cannot quote from memory what I read to the class this morning, but it was along the lines of, your opinions are your leaves, your principles are your roots. It's okay to change your leaves. It's not okay to change your roots.
Right. I think that's a good note to stop on. Once again, thanks for coming out, and please vote. Thank you.